Hello everyone, welcome to the daily analysis for GBP JPY for April 10th, 2009. The time is now 7:45 a.m. GMT. We're looking at a daily chart for the pound versus the yen. Up on the chart right now I have the daily channel that should be no surprise to anyone, and also the 145.75 area as well as the 145 minor support. One quick thing to add here is drawing the CCI trend line on the daily chart. You can see right here the CCI itself at the current point is actually dipping below this trend line, which could lead to a potential bearish breakout. What low would have to break for this is obviously the 145.70 key support. So keep an eye out on a daily chart for the 145.70, and we could potentially reach down to the bottom of the trend line near 140. Again, this should be no surprise. There hasn't been a lot of change from yesterday to today. So let's jump down to the 4-hour chart. What strikes me here is the trend line and the range that GBP JPY has been trading in pretty much all week, except for pretty much Sunday and early Monday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trend line touches on the 4-hour, and we also have a trend line that can be drawn from the bottom side as well. So GBP JPY is basically pending a breakout. It's consolidating and it's getting tighter and tighter. There hasn't been a lot of action unless you've been really short-term trading the 150 to 200 pip range it's been in. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see there's not a whole lot going on. We do have that double top on the lower time frames at 148 area. So you can look for a break of either one of these green trend lines right here. They're kind of short term. The big breaks though are going to be, for me at least, at the 148 area and the 145.78. Again, because of the strong support we've had at the 145.70, I'm kind of declaring, for me at least, the 145 as a minor support. Off of a daily chart, I don't think the market's going to treat it as a strong support to bounce off of if we do get a daily break below the 145.70s. So zooming in onto the 1-hour chart, you can see the trend lines there kind of skewed a little bit from jumping to different time frames. This one should actually be right here. There we go. So you can see price itself has just been getting tighter and tighter in a range. The current range, we're already under 100 pips. We're just about 50 pips range, so it really could go either way. If you wanted to trade a breakout of this channel, it would probably, or not channel, trend line right here, it would probably be successful, although I'm going to wait to go long until 148 gets hit. If 148 gets hit, I'm going to hopefully we're going to have enough steam to head up to the top of the channel, which is near the 153 area. But I don't know how far we'll get if we do. So zooming into the 1-hour again, if we do get a break below here, obviously we're going to have an immediate retest, which would be about 100 pips away to the 145.70. If we break this, then it opens the door to 140. So we're basically trading in a range that could lead to a very significant daily breakout. CCI trendline on the 1-hour, you can see that the same pattern we have on the chart is pretty much visible on our CCI indicator. We're just waiting for a break in either direction, and it hasn't broken yet. So keep an eye on the support and resistance. Not a lot has changed from yesterday into today. We're still in the range. Look for it to break. As always, pay attention to support and resistance that forms throughout the day. Pay attention to candlesticks that form, and you can adjust your trading with that. Also important to note is that most banks, UK, most of Europe, or all of Europe, I think, and the yen, the Bank of Japan, Australian Bank, New Zealand, they all have bank holidays for Good Friday. Um, the only bank that does not is that I know of is the U.S. bank. So uh, some of you are worried about low volatility. Um, don't don't read into over volatility as much as you want to. The way I'm looking at this is Friday, yes, because a lot of traders might not be in the market. We might not move that much, but we can. And what's important about the forex market is support and resistance. And if we do break this 145.70 level, you can bet that a lot of traders are all of a sudden going to be in the market, and we might see a massive bearish rally. Or if we break up to 148, we might see a very bullish rally. Um, if nothing else, you might expect a break of this trend line, and we might get stopped by, if we break to the upside, we might get stopped by the 148 level, and if we break to the downside, we might get once again stopped by the 145.76 area. Um, so it can go either way, but what's important is if a support and resistance level breaks. Uh, so weigh that into your decisions about trading. Um, I hope all of you guys have a great Easter weekend if you do celebrate it. Otherwise, I am still bearish on the British pound versus the Japanese yen, as long as we pretty much stay below the 148. I had mentioned the 149.25 level up here, but it looks like because we're consistently moving down, I don't think 149.25 will have much of an impact if we do break up. So I'm just looking to the downside right now. Um, so looking for the break of hopefully 145.70 tonight. If it doesn't happen, oh well. And just whatever you do, don't get yourself stuck in a trade. It is Friday. I know a lot of you don't trade the last 12 hours or so of Friday, but there's a lot of trading that happens during the U.S. session early. Um, I personally take about the last 3 hours off of the market if I can, um, and get out of all my trades by then. Um, if I don't, I have to hold it over the weekend and risk the market gapping against or for me. So um, take that into consideration. Hope you guys all have a great trading day. Have a great weekend and see you next week. Thanks. Bye.